So I'm curious, have you ever not accepted a client even when you need the money? I'm Dr. Kelly Martin Shue, and I'm the Worth and Wealth Alchemist for female coaches, consultants, and soulpreneurs that are ready to scale from the feminine and to magnetize more money, more magic, more joy in their lives, living in the quantum field of possibility. So today I want to talk about three things that I've learned over the years in the value of not accepting everyone into your one-on-one practice or your group practice, or just any way that people can work with you, even when you need the money. I know that it sounds crazy. And in fact, there are coaches out there that would say, take the money where you can. And yet I believe that people will treat you the way you allow them to treat you. And that really is a core value in what I try to teach my clients. It's around their worth and knowing your worth. And it's not just monetary. I'll give you an example. I remember once my family was really struggling for income, and I had a potential client who booked a session with me. And so I'm going to tell you what the red flags were and what I learned and what you can learn by maybe turning down your first client. Maybe you've never turned down a client. And there's something really powerful around turning away something that's not right for you. In the quantum field, there's something that I call the sacred yes. And the sacred yes is when you are in alignment with your true yes, your true north, and you have a sacred yes and a sacred no. So let me tell you the story. So I can remember it was a time that we were really struggling. And, it was this energy of like, it could be an energy of take anything that you can. Right. And that is, for me, a scarcity model. And I believe that scarcity isn't actually a reality. It's an illusion. So with this journey, this woman had booked an appointment with me, and she was 15 minutes late. And I found myself energetically, it felt like I was chasing her. Can you relate to that? Like, have you ever felt like you're chasing someone? And in fact, it feels so yucky. In fact, it makes business feel salesy, and business shouldn't feel salesy. If you're in the right alignment, it's magnetic. So that was the first red flag, is the woman was 15 minutes late. And so the first thing I did is asked her, what was going on? Because in my line of business, I expect mutual respect. And there's always room for wiggle room. We have normal lives. We can get busy, but she was 15 minutes late. So that was the first red flag. And I asked her if she had enough time for our time that was booked. I really set the time aside as sacred time for the woman that I am here to serve. And soon enough, in that question, I found out she didn't even have the time for the full appointment. So the first thing I did is I rescheduled her. And then the second conversation, it just wasn't really flowing. And so needless to say, I found myself, I always pre-frame a conversation. And what this means is I let women know that if I feel that there's a fit at the end of the call, and it's a discovery session, that I'm going to offer them a place, and maybe it's in a group session or one-on-one. So there's no ickiness, like it's very clear. And I ask them if that's okay right from the get-go. So in the end of the call, there are no surprises. So what ended up happening was we ended up, she didn't purchase, and I actually wasn't even feeling like there was an alignment. And so I left the ball in her court, and I said, you know what, this just doesn't feel right. I'm going to need to sit on it. And let me tell you why. Is that when it came time to talking about what I have a happiness guarantee, is it really is so that people have a safety net. But a happiness guarantee for me in my business isn't a we'll try coaching, because I don't believe in trying. I believe you're either all in or not. So I don't want to work with women that are not all in. And so my happiness guarantee was being transformed into I'll try coaching. Have any of you ever experienced this where someone will say, well, I will try it? That is a red flag. And if someone is just wanting to try me on, we're not a good fit. I'm so committed to getting results. So couple things to learn from this is number one, be clear with what your values are. And I value respect of your time and my time. And I want you to have a respectful container for your potential clients. Also, if something isn't feeling right, get curious. And again, notice where a potential client might be trying to turn things around, and it doesn't really honor your commitment to playing full out and to get results. So those are just a couple things. And so I ended up telling this person, like, you're not a good fit for me. And it felt so good, even though I could have used the money, even though I could have said yes. And she was ready to move forward to try me on. And so here's how the universe works. It's like it'll give something to you and you can say yes or something better. And so I honored my sacred no, that it wasn't a good fit. I didn't want her money because in the end, she wasn't ready. And so I know by when that door closed, another door opened for me. So I'm curious, in the comments, let us know if you've ever said no to a potential client, even when you needed the money, and what were the results and how did that open up things for you? And there is something around the no. And in sales, not everyone is a good fit for you. And so anyway, I'm such a stand for you being in service and for you getting clear on what you value, clear on your offer, clear on who is a good fit and who isn't a good fit, because the no will open up your divine client. So we are having a prosperity party tomorrow, and I'd love for you to join me. It's in the summer solstice. And so come join, let's strategize, let's socialize. We'll put the link below. And I'd love to meet you to help you to go from scarcity to prosperity so that you really can be in service. Signing off. Have a great day.